Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I swing traded this stock and I ended up making profit, right? But I missed out on a 5 to 6% move, which is crazy. All right. Robinhood got smacked down earlier this week and I wanted to get in. I wanted to actually get in around here, around 70, but I missed that and I got in around 75 yesterday. I want y'all to see. Look at my discipline. Okay, I had my target set based on what the stock opened in on. They opened hot. They opened really hot, right? And then they got smacked down to right here. I thought this was going to be support. However, we didn't consolidate at all today. Okay, we consolidated for a little bit, like right here, I guess, right? But it's not really consolidating. This is just a uptrend. We're booming. And I missed out on this by selling right here. But this was kind of the level where I saw it was moving sideways, and I thought it was going to go all the way back down to 77. So I sold when we were up right here. But this ended up going up more and more, right, and stayed around there at 81. Now we know what levels we need to play with next time. So next time we come down to 74, 75, I could put more money down and look for a greater move. Okay, but today so far, it was a great day for Robinhood. It was a great day for Walmart. But I specifically swing traded this and key points for day trading. Okay, now these key points are for day trading, but you can use these for swing trading or literally midterm, long-term, short-term. Okay, discipline is everything. Stick to your plan. No emotional trades. No chasing. What I could have did is I could have re-entered. I could have re-entered this trade down here when we dip down and try to get another small move up to 81. But that is, that is breaking the rule of over trading. You don't, if you made your profit, you got out and you see, oh, you could have made 5% more out of your money. Try to be away from the thought of I could have, oh my God, I should have sold. If you ended up on a profit, you had an overall decent trade, I would say, right? There's no bad trade if you made some money. So I kept trying to tell myself that, and the price point where I sold at, I want y'all to look at 77.97, about 78. Last week, there's a reason why I sold at this price point, because last week we hit about 78 and we got smacked down. So 78.86, 78.35. So I wanted 75 to 70, 78. That is not bad price movement. That is me being precise, me being conservative, but still making profit. These type of moves are not very regular. These don't happen too often. So when I saw this today, I was like, okay, I missed out on a lot of money, but I still got out with profit. I put 100 in, I sold at 102, but I could have sold at 106, 105, 107. That is, that is just a discipline that comes with the game. Robinhood is going to be smacked down, sooner or later. Buying power, you got to look at price points. But next time I get in, I'm just going to look at 75 and I'm going to eyeball it to 80, 81. And I'm going to put down like 150, 160. So I know we're talking, we're talking with more cash and we're looking for more profit. Because I see what the stock can do now. But you have to also be very, very, very aware with the fundamental news, okay? Now, set entry and exit rules. I had my entry at 75. My exit was at 78. Perfect. We hit that, okay? Support is the floor. So I want y'all to see where my support was. So when I looked at 77.06, this was the support. My stop loss was right below that 74.7 area. So if I compare that to last week, we weren't even there last week. So if I would have broke that level, I would have to sell, unfortunately, which we did not break that level at all. We ended up going down to 77 and we literally skyrocketed after that. And I missed this move up here, but that's all right. Now, resistance, that's the ceiling. That's where price bounced back down from. So basically the stock cannot push more. It has to come down to rest. That's how I look at it. So as y'all can see, at 10 a.m., at 10:03 a.m., we had like 80.5. Price had to rest. It came down a little bit. That is called resistance. Okay, my resistance level for last week was about 78. So my profit, my intake was a little lower, right? I was more conservative, and I aimed for this. I aimed for 78, which I got. I got 78 out of it. I sold at right here, 77.97. So keep that in mind. Now, realizing news and more tension is an additional factor. So everything else is just factors on top, is on top of my strategy. Okay, so resistance, support, price, and then time. Time is, you have to be very important when you're entering the trade. So if you were not active this morning within the first few minutes of the market, you would have missed this move. Honestly, you would have definitely missed this move. A lot of people, if they would have saw this level break, if they would have saw, a breakout right here, they would have bought right here. Because some people buy when the price breaks the resistance level, and then they take that move up. So if you would have bought right here, you would have made that move. Nice move right here. You probably would have came back down, consolidated, made another move up. Boom, you get 6% back on your money. You close the trade. Nice job. Go party, right? So it's just part of the process is to be able to look at these trends. I shouldn't even be able to get on my candlesticks. I can just get on here and say, okay, I know this is a price, this is support, this is resistance as of right now. Let's come back down. Okay, we're strong right now. We're retesting. We break resistance again, and there we go. That's our stock. So that is one thing I wanted to show y'all. But to make up for it, I also sold Walmart today, and that was a good sell. So I bought the stock June 11th. Okay, and it's been a little over 10 days. And here, as you guys can see, where did I buy the stock? I bought this stock down here. Okay, $150 June 12th. Okay, at 94.90, about 95, and then I sold it today right here at 87 at 98.72. I got my change back on my money. I got $6.61 to sell it and go from there. This is just baby steps prepping you for when you have more money. You're trying to understand. I'm trying to understand the game better and better and better. I'm not really doing any type of analysis. I'm trading strictly off of price action. I'm trading off the resistance and support and fundamental news. Okay, I'm not looking at, this is not a stock I'm long on as of right now. I'm not looking at any income sheets. I'm not looking at operational cost or cash expenditure. I'm not looking at the real technical things for this company. All I'm looking at is where's this price moving? How can I make quick money when I see June 3rd the stock was at $100, but we get a low of 94.95? How can I make money off this? That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking how can I hold the stock for the next 10 years and make generational wealth. That's not what I'm thinking. So it's a different type of approach with these type of investments. When you're swing trading, I swing traded $100 within 2 days. I made about 3% back on my money, and then I had a longer play that I swing traded for, you could say about a couple of weeks, right? And then from there, y'all can see 150 at 94, and then I'm selling it right here at 98. So I'm getting 4 to 5% back on my money from there as well. And these are moves that add up. 4% right there, 2% today. That's 5% back on my money within a month. So when you have more money, you start generating more of this income, and it becomes a pattern. It becomes a ritual. It becomes something you're doing daily and daily. Then you go from 1,000 to 2,000. You add more money. You understand the game better. You move to 8,000, 10,000, 50,000, and then boom. Once you hit the 100K mark, that is golden, right? Money's gonna work for you. As simple as that. So that is it. So swing trading on CashApp, I would recommend it if you're a beginner, but here's the thing: you got to be very disciplined. Do not jump into trades just because you missed out on a move like this. This happens all the time. I can guarantee it. This is gonna happen to you if you're if you're trading crypto. For sure, if you're trading crypto, it's gonna happen to you if you're trading futures, commodities, anything you trade. There's gonna be a move like this where you're gonna miss like 6-7%, probably even double digits % back on your money, which is fine, right? Here's where discipline comes in role. You don't want to buy around here, right? If you would have bought up here, down here, that's not a good entry. You don't want to be chasing the profit. You want to set your stop loss, set your entry, let the profit come to you and get out. All right, as simple as that. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Mr. By the